Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity.
God save. What can...
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah! That's him! I'll slaughter you! Yeah! You're not going anywhere.
If you insist.
Christ! Yeah. 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 Look what I've got. You'll. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's there? Answer me. God watch over you.
I'm looking for the priest.
Simon? What do you want?
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me...
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his... Very well. What is it you want to know?
What went on between...
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemaid in Skalitz. She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy with child.
Yes, these things happen. What can you do?
I said as much. I was just glad our girl was provided for. Only she never had the chance to hold that babe in her arms. She didn't live through the birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man. He took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
That's rubbish. People lie together out of wedlock all the time. And God knows...
That's just what I told him. But it's hardly my place to lecture a priest. And who knows? He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted.
Where can I find him?
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside. And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while. So...
I see. Can you tell me where that...
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz. On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary...
All right, thanks. I'll be going.
Very good, then.
I'll tell him.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Get him! Yeah! Yeah!
My respects to you.
Has any...
That boy from the stud.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, he's not here. But he passed through not long ago, on the way to Talmberg. God be with you.
I'm honoured that a knight...
I'm searching for a...
Yeah, I know him.
He's run away from the stud farm. I have to find...
Well, he's definitely not here.
Good luck to you.
Good day to you.
Has anyone here...
That boy from the stud farm?
Yes, that's the one.
No, he's not here. Good luck to you.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Why are you waiting to go away?
Yeah.
I'll slay you, you scum.
Yeah.
You whore son!
What's the matter? Come on!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How's trade?
Nothing we can't handle.
Are there any charcoal?
Mostly just woodcutters. A beggarly lot they are too. Always wanting to buy now and pay later. Having a pot to piss in until they make a sell. Then they act like they own the fucking place.
No doubt they don't have an easy life. But I'm looking for charcoal burn.
They're even worse. They're rabble.
Are there any of them around here?
Here we are.
Oh, once in a blue moon, one or two of them comes here from the north. I reckon they usually go to some closer tavern. They only come here when they're not welcome there.
Where exactly are they camped?
Oh, you know how it is with charcoal kilns. If there's a path in the woods near the water, they won't be far away.
All right, thanks for the help.
That's all? Aren't you going to have a drink?
Here you are, and good health.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, there's room. For how long?
Just the one night.
All right.
Let me have some trouble. Whatever's great.
Since it's you.
You're a right pinch. Good luck to you.
Have you got a bed for the night?
All right. For how long?
Just the one.
No problem.
Here you go.
You'll like it here.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the second door.
Here,
Farewell.
just as you ordered.
Take care now.
I'd like to discuss... Agree?
That's a poor... Forget it then.
As usual.
Farewell.
Let's have a word about the price.
There. Satisfied?
Satisfied?
Well, and
Very well.
damn.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love... Look what I've got for you. You'll love.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at your service, sir.
I'm looking for Gin.
I know him.
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, he'll have to go somewhere else to find it.
If you're hiding him here, please reconsider. It's Sir Radzig who sent me to find him. That boy's testimony could help stop more bloodshed.
I understand the urgency, lad, but really, he doesn't come here. He's friends.
And where can I find them?
Head west along the river and you'll run into them. Oh, and another thing you might like to know. Other people.
Where did they go? What did they look like?
Well, they headed off to the west. But that doesn't mean anything. And they look... Well, one of them came here and asked a lot of questions. And the other... Take care now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask...
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking...
I was just about to ask...
Then it's a pity neither of us have found it.
Thank heavens I've found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhoff. Hmm?
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
You call that combat? You call that combat? Ha! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhoff.
Then why don't you look for him at the stud farm?
He was there, but now they say he's hiding amongst some charcoal burners.
And where did you hear that? Anyhow, there's no one of that description here. Try asking somewhere else.
I've already asked around, and everywhere else they told me 2 other men had been asking questions about him.
It's true. You're...
And did you also know that those 2 most probably killed at least 12 people at Neuhoff and then burned it down?
12? He didn't say it was so many.
Who? Come on, you know confession is good for the soul.
I've done nothing. I don't have to confess. I could tell you something, though, but not directly.
Why not? You're preventing me from seeing justice done.
Justice indeed. I tell you what, lad. You take care of those 2 murderers who've been lurking about here, and then we'll talk.
Our paths crossed and... well, they wouldn't listen to reason.
So how did it turn out? If you're here, then they must be...
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, charcoal burner.
Good luck to you.
There's the good. That's my... Look what I've got. You'll love... Yeah!
It's not my...
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where?
Charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandits?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name.
What can you tell me about?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill...
What?
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Uzhitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll...
It's all I know. I never told...
And now tell me exactly what, and don't leave anything.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark. Only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them.
Do you know what they argued?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part.
That sounds terrible.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could.
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great.
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect.
How about measuring our strength against each other, huh?
What's the matter?
Wouldn't you like to measure your...
In combat, you mean?
I fear there's nothing else I know, friend.
Who are you, anyway?
Merchants hire me for protection. That's... What about that duel?
All right, why not?
Excellent. I trust you have some...
Aye, I have.
Fine, let's go.
Now you...
Heal.
Yeah, man!
Nick? To me?
Fuck it. Oh well. Here you are.
To hell with you!
Heal.
Go!
Go. Get out of here now.
All right, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
God be with you.
I talked to Ginger.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Can you teach me?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more.
Wouldn't you rather learn?
Well, I'd like to improve.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
First, you have to have some...
Well,
Good luck to you.
The Lord be praised. What...
my lord, I managed to find...
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujits, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Ujits then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Mehoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir. Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about...
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a...
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword.
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went... I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. May the Lord watch over you.
Look what I've got for you.
You'll...
Something over there?
Good day to you.
I found Ginger.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to...
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean con...
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
But why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of...
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no...
And what about for revenge? I can't take...
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Goodbye.
Excuse me, can you assist me?
God be with you.
Where are you going?
To Neuhof. My master wants me to check out a stallion.
Wait a moment. I have to figure out where I am first.
Very well.
Farewell.
Where are you going?
To Neuhof.
Go to the south, through the woods.
Thank you.
No trouble at all.
See you later.
Apples, melons, prunes. Sweeten up your...